Good morning. I've been thinking a lot lately about, how I really want to live my life and how I honestly want to live at a slower pace. Um, and I always have a more simpler, slower pace um, than I think most aspire to. Most people, want to, you know, make millions and, you know, have the best of this and be, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being ambitious. But I always repeat to myself that I'm a balance seeker and I like to create balance in my life. I like to create um, a playing field where I'm able to be ambitious. I'm able to achieve goals, but I'm also able to relax and enjoy things. And when you like to create balance like that, you spread yourself a bit evenly, right? And that may provide you with a sense of joy if that's truly what makes you feel good on the inside. And I have come to accept the fact that that makes me feel good on the inside to be balanced. But I don't live in a world where that is really praised, everybody wants to be the creme de la creme, and be all the way at the top. When honestly, most of us are in the middle. Most of us are in the middle. Most of us are in the middle. And I don't think we want to accept that. I don't think that, I'm not saying people have to be, not ambitious and not strive for greatness. I'm not saying that. I'm always trying to improve myself and figure out how I can provide value to this world. But I don't have to do that in material form or like make people look up to me or I don't need validation from people. I don't need material wealth to feel that I'm making an impact or to feel that I have value. And that just is what it is. It's always been that way for me. But at the same token, I've always wanted to improve. And I have a routine to improve. I have goals. I have a set of goals right now. But my set of goals are to kind of downsize it away, which is crazy. My goal right now that I'm working towards is to live more simply, is to, do better, to decrease my finances, decrease, how much money I need to live, live way more simply so I have the money to have more experiences. That's really, and I'm aware that that is not the popular, choice. You have people on YouTube, and I follow these kinds of people. You follow people on any type of social media platforms that you resonate with, right? So I follow all these, nomadic people, people living alternatively, and it's really a lot of them just want to live simply and not have to spend so much money to live. And devote a lot of their time to just living, and Obviously I subscribe to that, and there's levels to this. I'm not trying to live in a car or a van or even a tiny home, a smaller home, but not even a tiny home. But that doesn't matter. The whole point why I got on here was to talk about how most of us feel some kind of way about being in the middle. I was listening to a talk from Daniel Mitson Short. I think I'm saying his name right. And it takes a lot of courage for him to do what he's doing. And I think a lot of people still won't hear it. A lot of people won't hear it because, again, especially men, men have been taught to, be the alpha, be the and everybody wants to be that, but everybody's not that. Everybody's not that. Everybody's not that. Dare I say most men aren't that. And why is that a crime? Why is that a crime? We all have inherent value. We do what is natural for us. And I feel the best that we could do is accept who we are, work with our natural gifts and talents, and provide value in this world. You don't have to be, the quote-unquote alpha male to provide value. But I know that's what most men want to subscribe to, right? I get it. Just like there are certain things that women want to subscribe to. They want to be the most attractive, beautiful woman there ever will be to attract an alpha man. But again, most of us are in the middle. Even women, most women are average looking women. Just average. There's a cost for everything. Are you willing to pay the cost to be the boss? You want to be an alpha man. Are you willing to pay the cost to be an alpha man? You willing to sacrifice certain things to be an alpha man? And a lot of times some people don't want to. Maybe, and it may not even feel right in their soul to walk the journey of an alpha man. Whatever that definition is to whoever. But again, I think most of us are in the middle. Most of us are just average people living average lives, and that's okay. Because that's the majority of people. That's what the majority of us are doing. So obviously there's value in that. Obviously we keep this world a ticking. Obviously we're needed. And I'm just, I don't like the fact that, people tend to think that you're just giving up. That you're just giving up because you don't want to break your back and be up all night stressing and worrying about money and how you can achieve this and that, when you really just want to just make a YouTube video talking about philosophical things. It doesn't mean you're giving up. It's just you're living your life the way you want to live it. But again, people can't subscribe to that. And I get it. I totally get it. So, sometimes it makes me feel some kind of way about the journey that I'm really wanting to live. But it feels right. I have to stay true to myself. It feels even isolating, dare I say. Because, again, everybody subscribes to this go hard, work hard, hustle culture. You gotta have this, gotta do that. My credit is great, but I have way too much debt right now. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. I don't like it. For what? What am I chasing? What am I striving for? For what? I much rather have flexibility in my life, because things are always happening. Things are always happening. I much rather have flexibility and cash flow, and the cost for that may be to live more simply. Now, everyone's choices are different. Some people may choose to work harder, strive harder, make more money to make sure they're good. That's on them. Hey, I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm just saying people have different choices. And I don't think that we should shame one person and say one person is better than the other. Look, we not hurting nobody. If you want to go break your back and do all that to have more money in the bank so you can have more things, more power to you. That's just not how I want to live. Now, if I was in a career field where I was making really fucking good money and I loved what I was doing, oh my God, that would be perfect. Fucking brilliant, It happens for some. It happens. I happen to really enjoy what I do, but I'm not balling out of control. And I'm not even upset about that, because I can cover my living expenses. I can live a pretty decent lifestyle. But there's room for improvement, So for me, if it's not broken, I don't have to fix it all the way completely. But, I'm not tripping. If I could make, over $200,000 a year doing what I love to do, geez, I would definitely take that. Why would I? But I'm not willing to work hard, do some things that I really just don't enjoy doing to make over $200,000. I'm not. That's not a cost I'm willing to pay. That means I got to be in the middle, be in the middle class, middle whatever, and have a good life. I'm good with that. There's a cost for everything. There's a cost. What are we willing to pay for? Like I said, I know that I'm a balance seeker. So just that in itself, lets me know, hey, I'm not the type of person that wants to really overextend myself in one area. I bought into the hustle culture like everybody else, and that it's not for me. I was trying to be a boss girl, all that. I actually did some things. Hated it. Okay. This rant. I don't know what I'm going to call this. Like I said, I was just inspired by Daniel Mison's short video. He's been talking about men loneliness, being the man in the middle. Like I said, it takes a lot of courage. It's a tough topic because, again, especially for men, people don't want to be in the middle. People want to be at the top, upper echelon, but most aren't. And I think it's okay for us to accept that shit. If you don't want to accept it, fine. If that's your dream to be in the top, upper echelon, then fine. Do that, if that's really what you want to do. I just say ask yourself why. What does it all really mean? What does it all really mean at the end of the day? my goal is to enjoy this life, enjoy this journey, do it in a way that feels right, do things that feel in alignment with me. You know, if I'm going to be working every day, working somewhere that brings me value so I can bring value to others, that's my goal. My end game, honestly, is to enjoy this journey in my unique way, follow my intuition, use my gifts, and let that guide me, you know. And I know when I'm living the right way because I feel good, you know. And these days, I've been feeling really, 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 really good about my life and my choices. So I know that I'm in alignment. You know, a couple years ago, I wasn't. I was chasing. And again, I'm a goal-oriented person. I'm gonna always have goals. I'm gonna always, you know, try to better myself in some kind of way. But it's gonna be in a way that's for me, not in a way that, you know, it's gonna, you know, put me higher rank, or, you know, I don't give a damn. I just don't give a damn. I just don't. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox. What are your thoughts? You know, how do you feel about? Do you agree that most of us are in the middle? We're just regular old schmegler, regular Joe, regular Joanne, you know, and that's fine, and that there's value in that. How do you feel about that? Does it make you feel some kind of way if you are a man in the middle or the woman in the middle? Does that make you feel some kind of way about yourself? You know, can we be vulnerable, you know? You know. What are your thoughts on that? You know, do you think I'm giving up? I'm just, you know, mediocre. Need to keep my mediocre ass, you know, where I'm at. You know, what are your thoughts? Let's chat about this. But I think I'm done with my rant. I'm gonna probably eat some breakfast and then go take a walk. Take my mediocre walk around my mediocre neighborhood. You know what I mean? But I shall talk to you later. Bye. Like, subscribe if you want. You know, it's gonna be a lot of interesting conversations on this channel. So, you know, stick with me. You know, it'll be interesting. That much I can say. All right, bye.